Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Innovator Kami and I am from Group 36. My other two members are Shafiq and Naziha. So I will present about activity 1 while Shafiq will present about activity 2 and lastly Naziha will be presenting about activity 3. So first I will explain for activity 1 which is open loop speed control system. And in here we need to observe the input voltage and tachometer voltage for different motor speed. So first I will set every value uh, according to the list given in table 8.1, and I will set everything to according to the given values. So I will run it. I will run the simulation. Need to wait first for it to load. And then the graph is given. And this is the waveform for input voltage. I'll set it to waveform cursors for given time, which is 10 seconds. And that is for the waveform of motor torque. And we can see the waveform for motor torque at 10 seconds here. And also for its given values. And that is the waveform for motor speed. Also at 10 seconds, everything is set to be at 10 seconds. And then this is the waveform for tachometer voltage. And that's all for activity 1. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Isa and my matric number is DE100199. Okay, so for my part of the presentation, I'll be presenting how to build the block diagram of the open loop speed control system in the Simulink MATLAB software. Okay, so this is the second block diagram that we have to build for our lab. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you how to build the software. So first, let's go ahead into the software, and this is the component I have put out. So this is the component that we need. So I'll go ahead and explain each one. So this is the step block, which will be our input, and then this is the gain. Okay, so the next one is the sum block, which will be using two of them, and then this is the scope block, which will use to monitor the graph of the signals, and then this is the transfer function. We have two of them. So one of them is for the electrical part, and one is for the mechanical. So next we have another gain, and this is a constant that we'll put into the sum block. And then finally we have the another gain. Okay, so I go ahead and I connect this and label them according to the block diagram. Okay, so this is the block diagram in the Simulink that is based on the figure in the lab sheet. So here we have all the labeling and all the variables symbols listed into the block diagram. Okay, so now all that's left to do is to replace the variables based on the table given in the lab sheet. So I go ahead and quickly replace all of the letters, the variables with the expected values. Okay. Okay, now that we have inputted the values of the variables that was given from the lab sheet, so we need to test out the simulation to see if we got the result or not. So based on this lab sheet, which is table 8.2, we need to put a motor speed of 400 rpm to get the value of input voltage and also the tachometer voltage. Okay, so we go ahead and put the value of input speed into the step signal block. So we set the value, the final value to 400. Okay, so that is the value that we want to input. And then all we can do is press run here. Okay, after I press run, we can see the value of the input voltage and the tachometer voltage from the graph. So pressing the ruler will pop up this. We can see the exact value of at the given time. So at time 2.5, we have the value of 26 voltage. Okay, same goes for the 7 second, 7.5 second. So we have also the same voltage, which is 36. So we can go ahead and check for the tachometer output, which is 10. Okay, so at 10 second, at this part here, we will have the value of 25.96 voltage. Okay, so this is the result for the 400 RPM motor speed, input speed. Okay, so that is all from me. Thank you for watching my part of the presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naziha Betty Zainuddin. My metric number is TE190149. So today I'm going to talk about activity 3, which is closed loop speed control system. So first thing, we need to construct this circuit in the MATLAB Simulink. Based on the circuit, this is our input voltage. So for input voltage, our initial value is 0 and our final value is 162.5 volt. And this is our proportional gain, which is 200, and this is our saturation, which is our upper limit is 240 and our lower limit is 0. Then this is our transfer function, and this is the scope for speed output, and this is the value for our brake, and this is the gain for the torque constant, and this is the gain for the tachometer constant. Then we connect all the components. Then after we connect all the components, we can run the simulation. But before we run, we can search dashboard scope. So the function or dashboard scope is we want to see the graph from this circuit after we run this simulation. So but first thing, we need to double click the dashboard scope to connect the dashboard with the circuit. So after we double click, the block parameter will come out, and then we need to select which graph we want to see. So if we want to see the graph for the speed output, we need to select this arrow. Therefore, this will came out, so we need to click connect. So the dashboard scope will connect with our speed output scope. Then we click OK. After that, we can run our simulation. After the simulation have complete been running, the dashboard scope shows us our speed output for the DC motor. So from this DC motor, we can see our motor is constant at 2500 RPM at 2.5 seconds. So that's all from our group. Thank you.